A sequel to the billion-dollar Oscar-winning Joker film starring Joaquin Phoenix has been in talks for getting a sequel for quite a while. Well, today we might have just found out when this is starting to shoot. What's going on, movie friends? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Viking. Make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for a brand new video every single day. Back in 2018, the Joker film was announced, starring Joaquin Phoenix and directed by Todd Phillips. The internet went absolutely crazy saying that this was a terrible idea because the director, Todd Phillips, had done comedy movies like Starsky and Hutch, Old School, the Hangover movies, Due Date, and they did not think that he could pull off a comic book villain movie with such a prestige character in the Joker. But from day one, I was behind this film because Joaquin Phoenix is an unbelievable actor. He chooses script over money any day of the week, and his filmography is absolutely amazing. And Todd Phillips, for me, yes, he has directed more comedies than any other genre, but for me, his comedies have a grounded, realistic tone to them, and the comedy moments aren't really that much over the top. They're like comedy that you would see in everyday world, and I like his directing style. I was never in doubt of him directing this movie because a good director, which he is, can direct anything, and a film starring Jonah Hill and Miles Teller is War Dogs, which was really good, more of an action kind of, a journey film about these guys, selling armed weapons to warlords and stuff like that. It was pretty good. So I was never in doubt for this movie whatsoever. It came out and it proved everybody wrong. It made $1 billion at the box office. Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor. I think it won Best Score and numerous things like that as well. So the film was a hit. Now, Todd Phillips did say he didn't make this film with a sequel in mind, and Joaquin Phoenix was saying something similar as well. But then as the weeks went on, they were more open to the idea of a sequel. Joaquin Phoenix said he would actually love to play the character again because he had so much fun playing this iconic character in the Joker. And the Joker, for me, is one of the greatest characters of all time. In any media, comic books, animation, live-action movies, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. I like Jared Leto's portrayal, and I think Joaquin Phoenix did an unbelievable job. And for a Batman villain with a Batman-less film, Joker was absolutely outstanding. I watched this film 7 times in theaters because the Joker, for me, as I said, is my favourite character, but I thought the film was done in such a beautiful, sad way. And the idea of a sequel, I was always open to that as well, because if Joaquin Phoenix is willing to return for a sequel, then the script must be pretty good. And yes, of course, more money will be made with these guys in terms of contracts, but Joaquin Phoenix does not seem like the type of actor to choose money over the art that he's going to appear in. So if the script for Joker 2 can be good, then I think the sequel will be good as well. Can it be better than the first? Of course it can. Can it be worse than the first? Of course it can. But we've had great sequels. Terminator 2, Aliens, Batman v Superman, Paddington 2, just to give that genre a plug. But in terms of thinking that this will be terrible because it's a sequel to a great movie, it does not make sense whatsoever. When you watch episode 1 of a great TV series, do you turn it off and say, I don't want to watch episode 2? When you read a great comic book, do you just disregard that from ever getting a sequel? Or a piece of art? Should that artist stop painting? Because I just don't understand the argument that we don't need a sequel. Then we don't need any movie ever then, if that's the case. But Joker 2, for a while now, has been in talk. It has been in development. We've heard that a script is being written that's going to be presented towards Warner Brothers. But that has gone cold over the last few months. But today, an article came out, a report came out about Joker 2 from HeroicHollywood.com with the headline, Joaquin Phoenix Joker sequel eyeing 2023 start date. This is what they had to say. Joker 2 is one step closer to becoming a reality. We finally have an update on when the Joaquin Phoenix-led Joker sequel will begin filming. The Todd Phillips-helmed Joker film made some pretty big waves in 2019, earning more than $1 billion at the worldwide box office and 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Original Score. Joker's critical reception was also filled with controversy, with some labelling it a dangerous film due to its depiction of mental illness. But just like every other comic book product, there was definitely an audience, and that was reflected in its success. All eyes were pointed towards what would follow in the newly minted live-action version of the DC Black Label, and it seemed like a Joker sequel was bound to happen, launching a new wave of low-budget comic book movies. Back in November 2019, The Hollywood Reporter exclusively reported that the Joker 2 was officially in the works at Warner Brothers, with both Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips both returning. Since then, there hasn't been any updates on the sequel, but we have some good news for you, including when the project is beginning to shoot. According to an insider with knowledge on the Joker sequel, Warner Brothers has officially received the first draft of its script and the film will begin shooting sometime in 2023. Plot details are being kept in a cell at Arkham Asylum. The Joker hasn't shown up on the big screen since the Joaquin Phoenix film, but he has made a number of small-scale appearances, namely with Jared Leto reprising his role as the Clown Prince of Crime in Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. The character is heavily rumoured to make an appearance in Robert Pattinson's The Batman, so it's safe to say that Joker isn't dying down anytime soon with its hype. We should address that this information is not coming from any of the big trades like The Hollywood Reporter or Deadline or even Warner Brothers, the studio themselves, but we'll have to wait and see if this information is true about a 2023 start date and that Warner Brothers now have the first draft of the script. But I'm up for this film 100%. Yes, you could argue that this is just a cash grab because the first made $1 billion, but every single movie that is made in Hollywood is made with the intention of making money back, making a big profit. That's why they do it. It's a business. But Joaquin Phoenix is a magnificent actor. Todd Phillips is a great director. The script writers proved with the first film that they could make a very great Joker film. And yes, the first film was successful because it had a huge controversy about sending the wrong message to people, and people went out in waves to see what the talk was about. But word of mouth for the film was insane because the film was actually good and people enjoyed it, and they came back time after time and it made $1 billion. So I'm not surprised it's getting a sequel whatsoever. It's a DC Black Label film. It's its own unique story, and I have said since 2019 that I do think that this world of the Joker will try to introduce a Batman. We got to see the hints of it in the first film with Bruce Wayne, his parents now dead. So I would not be surprised if this is a story 10 years into the future following Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and there's a Batman up and coming or training to be a Batman. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever because this Joker making $1 billion without Batman, imagine what it could do with Batman. But I hope it concentrates on the Joker first and foremost and has a really unique script again. I hope so. But guys, what's your thoughts on Joker 2? Are you up for this film? Do you want to see a sequel to the $1 billion Oscar-winning comic book movie with the Joker? Or do you think that they're just making this film to make more money and that the script and the story will lack and it will actually worsen the first film? I think it could actually potentially elevate the first film if the script is as good. But I don't see Joaquin Phoenix returning to this film, to this franchise, without a proper script that he believes in. Look at his filmography. He's not known for chasing money or sequels. If he wanted that, he would have took the job as Doctor Strange for the MCU, but he rejected it and Benedict Cumberbatch took that role on. So let's wait and see if we hear any more reports about Joker 2. We've heard reports about this for a while now that the script is being written, it's being worked on. Joaquin Phoenix will return, Todd Phillips will return, but no official word has come out yet. But if they want to start shooting in 2023, then we should hear something in the next few months that this film is getting ready to go into production because the script is ready, the contracts have been signed. So it's going to be a very interesting few months because the Batman film with Robert Pattinson, directed by Matt Reeves, is its own standalone thing, and the hype around that is unbelievable. And the Joker movie is its own standalone thing as well. So it looks like these standalone DC stories are creating more hype than the actual DCEU, which is very, very interesting, maybe bad for Warner Brothers as a whole trying to build that universe up. But guys, let me know your thoughts, give a like, subscribe to the channel, get into the comment section, debate this. I'm very, very interested. Come follow me on all the social medias. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, guys.